There you go. Well, microphone is working, so that's good. What is up, guys? It is your boy, Brent Biggers here, and welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing the Seahawks rebuild. Now, you're probably going to be wondering, wait, wasn't this something community tab and the Vikings were winning? Yeah, apparently when I made the video, it was a tie. And by the way, you can't see it, by the way, anymore. But, now you're like, wait a minute. Well, then why are you going with the Seahawks? Don't you think you would wait on the tie? Well, I'll be talking about that in a separate video. So, yeah. I wanted to do the Seahawks because they're my favorite team. Like, bruh. And I have been begging this team to do a rebuild. And honestly, just because of the fact that, well, Geno Smith is not the guy. I think, well, obviously it's very cleared. But then there's other needs in the roster, as we are going to be talking about right now. The first thing that comes to mind is this interior offensive line. Actually, I forgot that Damian Lewis is not supposed to be here, so let me cut him real quick. Our O-line is atrocious. It's atrocious. Evan Brown, Nick Harris, Anthony Bradford, it don't matter. This O-line is pathetic. Tight end is also atrocious outside of Noah Fant. That's also concerning. Our O-line, I do like the signing of George Fant, and the fact we're paying him very cheap for 3 years is very nice, but that's about it. Defense, I actually forgot to change the scheme to 3-4. Yeah, by the way, these are the playbooks I will be running with this team. This defense is also interesting. By the way, if you're probably wondering why Jonathan Hankins is not on the lineup, because I didn't really think he was going to be useful for this team. Just saying. But, yeah. But this is a very interesting defense. So, actually, if you guys didn't know, Quandre Diggs is back, which is nice. But I'm very concerned with this team. Like, look at this interior. The interior is garbage. DeMontre Jones, more like, dear God, get me the frick off this contract. Like, I'm just saying this. This is probably one of the worst contracts, and it really just explains why. The fact that he did not get a restructure is very surprising, because he's getting paid $23.2 million next year. Well, not next year. The following year. Which, you never know, he could have a breakout season, but, like, that $23 million is very concerning. Especially with how much money we're already paying in that year. And, honestly, also, Uchenna Nwosu is also very interesting. This is a guy who's not healthy at all last year, but this guy can't be a good player on the field when healthy. The problem is that contract. And if he could stay healthy. Like, so already, we're around, like, $43 million to those players, and I'm not even including Geno Smith's contract. So that is very concerning. I think I'll give Geno Smith a bit more of an upgrade. I don't think he would drop this far, in my personal opinion. And plus, I think he should still have star dev, which I'm just doing this just to make it a little more realistic so that Sam Howell is not the quarterback yet. As I'll talk about that later. I think Geno Smith will definitely be the quarterback to start 2023 or 2024. But I also wouldn't be surprised that Sam Howell, who we traded, surprisingly, to get. I really do think this guy could be your potential franchise QB in the future. It's just he's going to have to sit behind Geno Smith, at least for this year. Because then you maybe could build his morale, number one, because this guy was on a terrible team with a terrible offensive line, which is kind of the same as ours, but slightly better. So, yeah. But the thing is, with us, I think we have a better pass-catching group. Like, yeah, Scary Terry is better than all our receivers. I'm not going to deny that. But Tyler Lockett is better than Jahan Dotson, and JSN is better than Curtis Samuel, and Noah Fant is better than Logan Thomas. Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, I guess, is a slightly better running back core than Antonio Gibson and Brian Robertson. So, like, he's essentially having a pretty much better offense here, which is actually a very good sign, but it's also still a concern. But the one signing that I feel like a lot of people are underrated about is Tyler Dodson. This is a very good one. I liked. You might think he's a very high overall. Yeah, I did this on purpose because this guy was the best currently PFF player linebacker, which that's why I love this signing. The signing is going to be huge. Obviously, there are some signings that I didn't include because I just didn't want to waste that time. And again, I'll talk about that in another video. So yeah, these are all the players we're bringing back, and I am really, really looking forward to it. So we're gonna skip free. Actually, no, I will probably double check the contracts if they are actually correct as well. But then I will be simulating it straight to the draft because I don't think we're gonna be making any moves anytime soon. Oh, I also forgot something real quick, which I will also have to be doing, which sucks. Like, I don't know why EA doesn't do mid-season trades and also just draft picks in general. I don't know why they don't do it, but okay. So we have 5.9 million, and he's not okay. Okay, so just hold on a minute, boys. Just hold on a minute. Hold on your hats real quick. 2-year deal. We're gonna just make everybody have a 2-year deal. Everybody's gonna get a 2-year deal. Obviously, they won't, but we're giving them a 2-year deal just to make it work, which is exhausting. All right, 2-year deal, 2-year deal, 2-year deal, 2-year deal. Honestly, the one thing that I feel like a lot of people might not want to talk about, but I think is very interesting, is the Nick Harris signing. Nick Harris, I think, is an interesting signing. I don't know if he's going to be our center or not, but if he is our center, I am very looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because he is arguably, in my opinion, my favorite, or maybe one of the, I wouldn't say favorite, but probably one of the more underrated signings. I guess you could say it, most of the Seahawks signings are basically underrated, but at the same time, can't say that to all, so yeah. So they're all going to be cut in free agency and stuff like that, and then we're going to go straight to the draft and stuff like that. Like, again, this lineup is so weird because, like, this team has so much potential, but then at the same time, they're still so far away from being an actually, like, Super Bowl team. Honestly, with looking at the roster, it kind of looks like they kind of over-succeeded of what they did for last year. Like, I mean, like, again, their receiving core is amazing. It's just like their O-line, well, mainly the interior, was trash. Geno Smith is still good, but he's not great. Their interior defensive line was not good at all until Leonard Williams arrived. Their corners, well, they got Tariq Woolen and Desmond Witherspoon. Ooh, Desmond Witherspoon was running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So, like, it wasn't the end of the world. And what the frick happened? Oh my fucking... Why? But just gigantic fuck you to EA, for real. Oh my goodness gracious Lord, why is this happening? Alrighty. Well, that's interesting. So I'm gonna just simulate the first week of free agency. Bro, this is so frustrating. This is actually really frustrating. Because I want to see, did everybody get signed? Did they all get signed? Let me see here. So, linebackers... No, I mean signed. Whoops. Yep, Tyler Gotson, Jerome Baker did get signed. What was the other position? Oh, yes, center. Center was the other one with a 1-year deal. Nick Harris was inside. I guess I'm not surprised by that. And Condre Dix did get signed. All of them, I'm going to just have to... I'll worry about it actually later. I'm going to worry about it later. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get it. And then they're going to put their contracts back. This is really frustrating, though. This is really frustrating for one reason on its own. Just the factor that this is not supposed to happen. That's the part that's frustrating. And it's just like... It makes like
Choose
EA
from
look
4
like an
preset
absolute
offers that
piece of
range in
crap
level of risk.
in comparison. 1.25, so I'll do like that. Let's face it, dude. You're not gonna get a freaking contract like that. Let's face it. So we're gonna simulate to the draft. Hopefully he comes back, which no matter what he will. So who cares? So yeah. This is frustrating. I wasn't expecting this to happen, and the fact this is happening is very frustrating. That's why I'm not a big fan of it. You're just not making it have a good start to my day, eh? Or, well, so far. But I will... Actually, you know, I'm not going to talk about it, because we're almost to the draft. Oh, yeah, I forgot I need to trade my picks. Like, again, it's like EA, like... Oh, my God, EA, man. How many times am I going to crap about EA before we get this rebuild done? Like, Jesus Lord. But, by the way, with spring break being around, I have no idea what videos are going to be. I don't know if there's going to be more than usual, or if there's going to be none. I have no idea. So I probably might want to talk about that in that video that I'm going to make. Okay, so Nick Harris did came back. So that's a positive. It's something that I don't have to worry about. Command... No, he went to the Giants, right? Yeah, they went to the Giants. I want to see if any of those players were in the things over here? No. Zia Jalari. God, I wish they had one of those players. Would have been cool. I'm just trading the 4th next year. I think this was a part of the trade. No, it wasn't. Well, let's just I don't know, trade a 7th next year. I don't care. Just something that is completely useless to this rebuild. So yeah, 2nd and a 2025 5th. I'm pretty sure we're actually supposed to trade a 4th as well. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. 4th, 5th, and 2nd for exchange of the 7th round pick. Yeah. Do I do it now or later? You know what? I'll do it now. Again, this is not supposed to happen. Actually, no, I'll just do it. I'll do it later. It makes more sense to do it later. So, not an accurate pick exactly, because this is the 14th pick, but honestly, I don't care. But let's see here. What do we want to take? And by the way, very soon will be a mock draft video. Very looking forward to that one, actually. So let's look here. Okay, I did know that we had QB focus. I will do that. I'll change that a little later. So, what do I want to focus? Do I want to focus on the right guard position or linebacker? Well, not linebacker, I guess, because we already had Jerome Baker and stuff. I guess D-tackle, right? I mean, it's kind of what I need to focus on. And also, I like Antonio Collins, like, in his terms of his thing. So he's out of Washington State, so he wouldn't actually be going anywhere, really. He's pretty good in terms of an athlete. I think this is definitely going to be the guy I take. Anton Collins, out of Washington State. He gets hidden development, 72 speed, 89 strength, 78 acceleration, 75 agility. This guy is extremely athletic for a D-tackle who's almost 310 pounds. And he's also... I mean, I could have honestly traded down, which I think that's what we're going to do IRL. But... I mean, I would have rather had him anyway. So now we have our 3rd round pick, probably the last pick I'm going to do manually. And let's see what we get here. Should we get... I mean, I might as well look at the guard's position at this point. No. Yeah, no. Jonathan Cooper I might want to look at in day 3. But not now. Alex Grove. I know we don't really need a corner, but we could use a slot corner. D, man, C in zone. 6 foot. Yeah, no. I want to focus then. Like, I don't want to get a center. I like our center at the moment. And right guard I'm going to worry about in day 3. The tackle area they drafted. Like, what do I want to focus on then? I guess right end, I guess. 320 Glenn Lewis. Is it General Lewis is right outside linebacker, am I right? I'm pretty sure I am. Rashawn Nelson, out of Connecticut. Let's just kick the rabbit hole in terms of edge rushing. This guy, though, looks really, really good, so I hope that's the case. Hidden Dev, 82 speed, 88 excel, 77 agility, 64 change direction, 68 strength. Hopefully his coverage skills are still somewhat decent. I like somewhat decent coverage skills, at least. So, yeah, there's Alex Groove, the guy who I was kind of interested in just because he's 6 foot and had some decent attributes, but not really. I didn't really like him. So there are a couple of guards I'm kind of interested in day 3, but I don't know if there's going to be any I particularly like. But Jonathan Cooper has to be one of them. So he's 6'3", 330 pounds. He's not the biggest athlete, but at the same time, this guy is a power bowling machine, except in the passing department. Normal dev, I mean, might as well take a swing on a player on day 3. Jonathan Cooper, though, did look really good. I'm just a little concerned in his finesse, because they both were Fs, and he had a D in pass block, so hopefully he's not a low overall, but just decent enough to be a backup at least. Like, I just want him to be decent enough as a backup, but he doesn't have to be insanely good either. So, yeah. I'm really interested to see this draft recap, because that D tackle, I'm hoping to be at least a 72 to 74 overall. Hoping. So, yeah. Derek Hall, I have, like, zero idea what I'm going to do with Derek Hall. Derek Hall, and by the way, actually, yeah, that's the thing I want to mention. Derek Hall is one of the most interesting players, I think, out of this entire team, just because I have no idea what the frick to do with him. Really, like, I have really no idea. Because I just don't know. 70, oh, yeah, wow. That was a terrible draft. Wow. We did not have anybody good out of that draft at all. Nick Peoples will be a nice, basically backup tackle. And I guess Danley Franklin's decent, but dang, that was a terrible draft. Drew Talley is, again, just going to be a backup. Jonathan Cooper, I'm a little disappointed from because I thought he was going to be better. And Rashawn Nelson was not as good as I thought he was going to be. So that sucks. But that was, I guess, decent. It wasn't the end of the world, but it really wasn't good either. So a little draft recap, I guess. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. We have essentially 4 contenders at the, who's starting. And, oh, I didn't know Jaren Reed was D-tackle. I kind of forgot about that. Who cares? We could cut him anyway. I don't really care. Jaren Reed, honestly, I don't really care about cutting, honestly. I just want to get that first round pick to get in there and, you know, get some reps, because that's what we definitely need. But yeah, I don't really think we're going to be doing much with this team. But this team is not going to be an 80 or 79 rated. Honestly, I'm kind of frustrated with myself not drafting a tight end with that day 3 pick, because we don't have an actual tight end. So, yeah, and I guess I could go for a free agent, but, like, do I really? I don't know. Alright, so now I gotta go get all these frickin' players again. Actually, let me get my pen real quick. Let me get my pen to write down where all these players went. So, who are the players I'm missing? I think it's Quandre Diggs, Tyler Goodson, and Jerome Baker. So, those are the 3 only players. So, 2 of them are linebackers. Maybe actually, I think 2 might be on the same team, I'm hoping. Yep, he's on the Colts. So, Colts is one of the teams I need to look at. Coltsies. And I'm pretty sure Quandre Diggs is also a Colt as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. Yeah, he is also a Colt. So where did Jerome Baker went? I kind of forgot. Where did he go? Did he go to the Bills? No, he went to the commies. The commanderies. The commanderies. You know what I'm saying? The commanderies. It's the commanderies. Oh my god. This is really, again, this is frustrating because I was doing this all before video, and that's just what making this part extremely frustrating. Because this is not supposed to happen. Alright, so we gotta go to the Colts, then I'm gonna go to the Commanders.
Continue ahead.
Shut up. I'm already frustrated. It's so leave me the frick alone. So, yeah, I'm just frustrated. And I have the right to be frustrated. So, yeah. I really do feel bad for this team. This team didn't really deserve any of this, to be honest. You know what? Actually, might as well trade these 2 players because I have a set that I'm supposed to not have. So, yeah. The Giants, I'm pretty sure, have the lower pick. I'm going to double check on that, actually. I'm going to fact check it. Fact check. Do they have the lower pick than us, which we had the 14th pick? And yes, they did. Hopefully, I actually have cap space to actually keep their contracts. And I do, actually. Thank goodness. All right. 196. There you go. Congrats. Nothing. So there you go, Colts. You get probably a very high 7th round pick for essentially doing nothing. Except you're just not having really any free agents. Alrighty, now we gotta head to the Commanders, and I have to figure out their contracts again. It's just like a process of absolutely annoyance. I don't really know what Quandre Diggs' contract even is, but, like, I guess I'll just work with whatever I have then for a 1-year deal, because I have no idea. And I'm not gonna look it up. I don't really give a crap. Like, Tyler Gotson's gonna get, like, a 4.6 million anyway, so... Yeah, why did this team even need one when they had Cody Barton and Levante David? That made no sense. Seahawks. I'm just gonna trade him because I'm not in the mood for this. Okay, I'm not gonna trade anybody useful because then it's like, okay, well that's stupid. So yeah, Mike Morris, might as well. Like, just somebody who's completely useless. So the only contract I really do know is I think Turin Donson? I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but I know his, I think it's like 4.6. Jerome Baker is like 7 million. I don't want to see that ugly face here. I just saw Ron Rivera's face and I'm like, no. That's funny. Yeah, Atlanta's offense, Baltimore's defense. And let me go back to me again. This is just like, why? Like, this is just a waste of time in my opinion. It's very frustrating. There you go. Now we can finally move on. Now we can actually make progress. Almost. Yay! Oh my goodness gracious Lord. I am so, like, mad. Not because of you guys. It's not because of you guys. It's just, yeah. I'm just mad. And it's just this game means such a piece of crap most of the frickin' time. It's really annoying. So, he's supposed to be on a 1-year deal, and I'm gonna have to change all that money, and just, yeah. I'm not looking forward to this. Honestly, though, like I really am curious to see what the game is gonna give him the contract of. Because again, I made him a very high overall, and honestly, it makes sense because, well, like IRL is probably not gonna be able to get a contract about what he is going to get, but that also depends on if he has another good season like he did last year, and also if he actually knows that, oh, I'm actually a good player. I actually am getting paid so little than I should. You know? It's just ridiculous. Alright, so Condre Diggs is whatever his contract's going to be for a 1-year deal, because I don't give a crap. So, yeah. And we can finally move on to the midseason. Finally. Condre Diggs. Kobe Bryant, I don't know why they moved him to safety. I really don't know why. Didn't they play corner or something? I got no idea. I really have zero idea. So there you go. Now we could finally move on to the midseason mark. But I think I am going to simulate the preseason. You never know, like with the all of a sudden breakout preseason player. You never know. So I might as well just see who it is. Because there are some players that I'm very interested in having a breakout. So. And also, I think there is going to be some things that I will do if we do have a breakout. Well, not a breakout season. A bad season this year. There is something I will do because, well, I think it makes it makes a lot of sense, and I'll talk about that if that is the case. Wow, we actually might go undefeated in the preseason. That's a good sign, but it's a little unexpected to be honest. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. And we didn't go undefeated. Really, we couldn't have that at least. I love the fact we lost to the team that went 0-2 in the preseason. That's what's very frustrating. Contract negotiations. I'm not in the mood for that. Not here for that yet. Scouts. Yep. What's our 3-star scout yet right now? Quarterback and corner. I mean, we really don't need any of those positions to be honest. I think I gotta go for an interior. I think I have to go for interior. Like, interior offensive lineman for 3 stars is essentially going to be the ideal situation. So we could get tackle, which that's not a position of need at all. Or I could go with DN or D tackle. The thing is we just drafted a D tackle, so DN just makes the most sense. Higher, there you go. Like the rest of the scouts, I don't really care about. So, like honestly, I don't really care. But DN is going to be pretty important, honestly, as well. Because, like, Leonard Williams, he's not going to be here all the time, and DeMondre Jones could be a potential trade block player. So, yeah, you got all those players now. So, that's something just to point out. And honestly, the one thing I honestly feel bad for Leonard Williams, and the reason why I really hope he kind of wins the Super Bowl, is the factor that this man played 18 games last year. Because the Seahawks had a bye week before Leonard Williams came, but the Giants also didn't have a bye week when he was there. So he played all 18 games, and yet he was still doing good. That's interesting. But the one thing I'm very interested in is there's like this rumor apparently around that we're expected to get more games in the season, which I'm very happy for. But like I'm also hoping that we get 2 bye weeks then in return. Because like then it's like a little more complicated just to having 1 bye week. Like imagine having like 4 weeks in a bye week, and then you're gonna have to play 16 straight games. That is concerning, to say the least. Or 15 games, like, again. It does, like, I heard there was supposed to be 1 or 2 more games, so it could have been that 16, like I said. So, just throwing that out there. So I'm really hoping that we are going to get a bye week, so just wanted to mention that. So, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Derek Hall when I get the chance now. Derek Hall is a very interesting player, to say the least. So he was drafted out of, I don't remember what college, but he was our second-round pick from the Broncos, who I don't think even had a single snap this year. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah. And honestly, I'm a little concerned, because if he doesn't add a lot of snaps this year, I'm a little concerned. Wow. We went 5-1. Maybe this playbook is for real. What the frick? So, yeah, our offense is absolutely horrendous. That is not a good sign. But our defense is number 1 in the league. Not complaining. Geno Smith, okay, so apparently he got hurt. Which is why Sam Howell played, but he did not have a single touchdown the entire time. Geno Smith, I guess. Kenneth Walker was amazing, averaging almost 5 yards per carry, which is insane. Tyler Lockett having the most receptions and yards, but DK Metcalf has the most touchdowns and average per reception yardage. Abraham Lucas, Charles Cross, you guys could maybe chillax on the amount of sacks you're allowing, but Jonathan Cooper's only allowed 2 sacks so far, so hey, not bad. Especially with that concern in passing and blocking in general. 4 sacks for General Wosu, Leonard Williams, Montre Jones. Honestly, despite how good this team has been, I still am kind of fine with trading in General Wosu. The reason why I'm fine with it is just because of the factor that our defense is probably playing so well that, like, it's not going to matter if I trade basically our best pass rusher right now. And we don't have enough cap space for it. Oh. Okay. How much cap space are we freeing up if I cut him? 500k. Really? Huh, that's interesting. The most interceptions, I think, is actually going to Devin Witherspoon with 2. Yeah, and then we had Julian Love, Bafe Mafe, Quandre Diggs, and Damian Mathis. This player is very underrated in my opinion. I'm actually, I think the CPU signed him, but I'm very happy he's here. I think arguably one of the more underrated players in the league, in my opinion. He could be a nice slot corner, and I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, like I said, 26 on offense, number 1 on defense. If our defense just, I don't know if we're gonna make it to the playoffs or not, but if that, I'm not gonna complain if we do. And now, also, one thing I want to mention of why I picked Atlanta's playbook. Not because usually this is a very good playbook in terms of season simulation. It's just good for running back development. And, you know, we had 2 very young running backs. You have Kenneth Walker, who can easily be a 99 with Superstar Dev, and Zach Charbonnet, who can also be very decent as well. So that's why I specifically picked this playbook. Our O-line could still use some work. Defense, what the frick? I didn't even click circles. What was the issue with that? Okay, that's weird. But our defense is still very solid. We have $56 million in cap, but we have a lot of free agents. A lot, actually. Tyler Lockett. Wait, I thought he was supposed to. Oh, I forgot to change his contract. That's my fault. That is my fault. Whoops. So I gave them a completely different contract for 2 years. I forgot to give him another 2-year deal. I am incredibly apologize. I'm like, wait, is it?
This is the abilities tab.
I'm incredibly apologize, Tyler Lockett, and I'm also okay, that was not my fault for the record that time. Or well, not EA's fault this time. This was just completely my fault. And also, I just saw, in the corner of my eye, literally, that Geno Smith is still hurt. I literally saw that in the back of my freaking head. Why is he out? I'm just curious. He's still out for 1 week with a Rubik's disc. How long has he been out? I'm assuming just for 2 games. That's what I'm guessing. So, he missed week 6. And he also has now missed week 8. That's concerning. The only loss we've had was this 24-41 game. That's the Jets. I want to, so, we're playing pretty solid on offense, in terms of points. We've not gotten a single game 20 or below. Which is nice. But it's still not explaining why the hell we're 26th in ranked offense. Well, that's with Geno Smith being under center. Obviously, I haven't seen Sam Howell the only game he's played, which we've won. So, there's that thing. And, wait, no, it was, week 6 was a bye week. Well, then how was he able to play? Oh, it was week 7, the only game he played. Still has yet to score a touchdown, but that's probably going to change with him actually being the actual starter the entire game. So that's something to mention. Honestly, I kind of am just curious. I'm going to simulate just this week, but before I do anything, we're changing this focus position for sure. Focus position, I think without a doubt, is... Do I go outside linebacker? Actually, I want to do outside linebacker. I mean, it's literally the strength of the class, so might as well. But at this point, then I don't really care about a Uchenna Nwosu. Uchenna Nwosu can honestly disappear, and I don't really care. Because if I'm focusing on the outsides, then I have to at least now get rid of Uchenna Nwosu. I just can't deal with him anymore. I just can't. So... We're saving this, but there is a big, gigantic cap penalty for that. But, I think it's not the end of the world with the cap penalty. I would rather get the cap penalty over having this man still on my roster getting so much money. I'd rather prefer that, $24 million cap hit? Or, not cap hit, it was, what do you call it? I don't remember. So, I'm assuming our pick is, one of the higher ones, which is 28. So, now, with all of that out of the way, let's see what we're looking like in terms of actual free agents. So, obviously, we have those 3 free agents that I was talking about. Goodson, Diggs, and Baker. But, that being said, Julian Love... I'm definitely bringing back Durham Matthews. I know there's Trey Brown right there, but this guy is so much younger. In my opinion, he's actually better than him. So, but he is not interested. He has 0 interest. Unlike Trey Brown, who wants to stay here. So that's interesting. I also would definitely like to bring back Nick Harris as well when I get the chance. Tyron Goodson. Why does he not want to be here? He doesn't like our QB situation. He's not anywhere close to home, which I'm very surprised that we are not completely out of that picture. And no mentor at the position. What do you mean that there's no mentor at the position? I guess they're both at the same age. I'm giving you a crap ton of money to just stay here. This could be an overpay, but at the same time, look at how good this man is. I don't really care about how much money I'm giving this man. Yeah, $10 million salary. This man's taking his contract no matter what. $25 million. Baker is interesting. Let's see what the high risk contract is. Because I am not about to. Actually, I mean, I guess if you just take a less bonus, I'll take it. He doesn't like that. He probably wants more signing bonus, which I guess that's fine, but I don't know if I really want it or not. Quandre Diggs, if he takes like another contract like he did before, like this, I'll take it. No, he wants a longer term contract. That I'm not gonna give you. I'm just not gonna give you that, bro. I'm sorry. So he's gonna get traded then, because I'm not about to be paying him in a contract like that. So yeah, we're trading him. The Titans. That's gonna be a. I want to put him in a decent situation. I don't want to put him in a terrible situation. Like the Patriots. Lions? Sure. Let's try him in the Lions. After all, we just keep kicking their butt anyway. Quandre Diggs for a second? No? I don't know. Okay. Is there, like, anybody else I want to get rid of before we move on from the trade deadline? Actually, that's actually a good idea. You know what? Actually, I actually do. DeMontre Jones. Let's get him the hell out of here. So, DeMontre Jones and Quandre Diggs for exchange with the 35th overall pick. Honestly, pretty worth it. Not gonna lie to you. Julian Love, I also want to bring back. This guy is so talented just to not stay here. I really want to bring him back. And he is back, actually, so that's nice. I also might want to now, since Quandre Diggs is not here, I want to move him into free safety. So. Which I feel like makes more sense, and that's probably one reason why he didn't want to stay here, was just because of the scheme fit. But, come on, we gotta beat the Rams. If they're 0-7, I'm going to be mad that we lose to this team, even with Sam Howell. Come on. We won. Not because of our defense, funny enough. Sam Howell had probably a perfect game if we were playing this good. So, hey, I'm not going to complain. But, yeah, what the frick happened? Like, Sam Howell must have like a really good game, and our defense just wasn't there. We went from 26-21 after that one game. And our defense is still ranked number 1 after that game, which is very interesting. He threw 2 INTs and 4 touchdowns. What? And you know what? Funny, like, I don't understand. How did he do that? Like, I'm so confused. So you throw 4 touchdowns, right? Threw 4 touchdowns in that one game. So week 8, he threw for 328 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Got sacked 4 times that game, and his completion percentage in those 2 games is 65%. So he's actually more accurate than Geno Smith somehow. You know what's that's actually interesting. If they're both 65, why is it 64%? That is interesting. That is very interesting. Geno Smith being in the battle of MVP. Yeah, that's what I figured. And a rookie's in that battle. Okay, that's frustrating. What? Tavian Wicks is in an offensive MVP conversation. Kenneth Walker's in the conversation? That's interesting. Obviously, I'm just looking at it right now. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be there anytime soon, but you never know. And I don't see anybody in our... Oh, yeah, I forgot about Anthony Thomas. Yeah, I guess so. Kenneth Walker is the second best running back in the division and in the NFC. Now you're like, okay, division, okay, that's pretty bad. Well, I guess not bad. It depends on the conversation. Best, like, you know what's funny? That's the NFC West the best running backs out of the entire NFC, which is actually kind of funny. Because Kenneth Walker's number 2, Christian McCaffrey's number 1. So that's interesting. So, what do I want to do with Jerome Baker? I guess I give him more money, right? More money. He's still... Any future deals need to account for my interest not being met here. What? This man wants a total $31.7 million deal. Are you fucking kidding me? You're 27! Who is about to turn 38? Nick Harris, I'm definitely interested in bringing back. And no, why? We are 5-1 right now. No, actually, no. Scratch being 5-1. We're 6-1. You guys are declining all these contracts. What the hell is this? This is stupid. Okay then. All right, so we're gonna simulate to the postseason. I'm assuming your interest is gonna change, and I also forgot to move Julian Love back to free safety, or just to free safety, because I say free safety back because I think he used to play there. I don't remember. But yeah, you know what? I might as well do it now. Who cares? Watch us like win like so many games straight. Watch. It's just gonna happen. No, we've probably lost 3 straight. What, is Geno Smith just worse or confirmed? Like, what the heck is happening? So, our offense is getting better. I'm assuming just our defense is getting worse. 7th, okay. I didn't know it was that bad worse. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, get Julian Love. Why am I looking at stats? I don't know why. Alright, Julian Love, moving back to free safety. Really, I'm very surprised he is normal dev. I'm not gonna change it, but like, I'm still surprised. I mean, who knows? Maybe Julian Love is about to be going through a freaking tear when he's at free safety. Who knows? Like, right now, I'm pretty sure we're fighting for... Yeah, we're right now fighting to just stay alive at winning the division. Come on, let's just beat the Packers. I want to just see the playoff picture, and then we're actually going to simulate it to the postseason. Come on, let's like, not lose the division. We're actually choking the division. This is bad. So yeah, we're the 4th seed at the moment. That's not great. And we're supposed to be going against Packers, who we literally just lost against. But luckily, it was a close game, and we were also on the road, so I guess there's something to it. But it doesn't mean anything. Alright, so this is a kind of a make or break game right now, and I guess I might as well just look at the contract. Does Jerome Baker have more interest now or something? I got no idea. So we're a little bit below what he's asking for. This will make sure he's actually... This is where exactly he's kind of asking for. Yeah. What the heck? How much money do you need? This guy, we are literally giving him a 0.1 less than he's asking for. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. What's over a 1-year deal? I'm giving him 5.4. Why does he not want to come back? This is an overpay for a player like Nick Harris, for the record. But, I mean, who knows, man? Like, he could be a very good development player. But, damn, Jerome Baker is going to cost me all my money just to bring him back. Very frustrating. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the postseason. Yeah, talk about a collapse, literally. We went 9-8 and almost missing the postseason. And we're not even winning that, and we're not even the ones who won our division. So that's interesting. 14th in offense. Yeah, our offense went skyrocketing afterwards, but our defense fell to earth or something. I don't know. Our quarterback did very good. I wish he was a very more accurate, but okay. Kenneth Walker had over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. I mean, really nothing I really need to ask for him. JSN, the only receiver almost having over 1,000 yards. I say almost because Tyler Lockett, well, barely, I guess is the right word. Because Tyler Lockett was very close to that. Noah Fant did good. DK Metcalf did good. Our pretty good season overall. Abraham Lucas and Charles Cross did not do good jobs blocking. And you know what? Let me do something real quick. I don't know why, but there's something with every player that just makes them have better blocking skills. Undisciplined, normal, discipline. Wait. Let me do normal. I'm just curious. I want to run a little experiment, see. I did not mean to do that. He has undisciplined too, right? And you know what's the interesting part about that too? Is the fact that he's supposed to be a pass blocker. His best attribute is literally pass block, so that makes no sense. Yeah, he's also undisciplined. So now next season, let's see what the heck happens. Watch him have so much less sacks than they did last year. I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for the laugh at it. The most sacks actually goes to Leonard Williams, barely with 5.5. I say that because Derek Hall was right behind him with 5. Yeah, I really like that idea of actually drafting an edge rusher. I don't know why Bape Mape has not been anywhere close to what he's been producing IRL. Derek Hall, I love you, bro, but for the love of God, you are actually completely ass. Desert Witherspoon with 3, Julian Love, Tariq Woolen, Trey Brown, Tariq McLeese, and Darian Mathis with 2, and Tyler Dodson with 1. Let's see how we are gonna play against the Commanders. Or not the Commanders, the Panthers. Very interested, mainly because of the factor that this could be the end of our season, honestly. But I mean, either way, I guess I don't know if I'm surprised or disappointed or just in between because I didn't really care. But I don't know. See, we beat the Panthers. I did not expect that though. I did not expect this one though. Desert Witherspoon had an amazing game. So back-to-back weeks that we hosted a a defensive player in the Viewy Week Rewards. That's interesting. We're going against the Packers again. But this time, it's in the playoffs. We have had some history beating them in the postseason. I'm not going to say that we're going to beat the Packers. I don't think we will. But do I really care? No. No, I don't. And honestly, I didn't really care if we beat the Panthers. Really. I really didn't really care. And we beat the Packers. How is this happening? We went from just plummeting to earth in the NF in the second half of the season to now winning, going all the way to the NFC Championship game where we're going against the Minnesota Vikings, which if we win, we're going to the Super Bowl. How is this happening? I don't understand. What is the logic to this? We're going to the Super Bowl. How is this happening? Somebody explain this to me. How? It's I don't understand. Is EA listening to me? I don't understand what the frick is going on. This is very confusing. I will be going to look at the simulation in the Raiders game because, well, it's the Super Bowl. Why not? So, yeah. I'm so confused. I'm so freaking confused. I am really so confused. Let's see here. Who won MVP? Who won Super Bowl MVP? Yada, yada, yada. MVP goes to Josh Allen. Good for him, honestly. And MVP goes to Zach Taylor. And we weren't even in that conversation. The funny part, I think neither of us were even in that MVP, Coach MVP conversation. That is very funny. Alright. So, I don't know how we're here, but okay. So, I want to see, did anybody get, like, any death trait upgrades? Actually, that's one thing I want to look at before we head into this game. Did anybody get death trait upgrades? I'm assuming somebody did have to. But again, I'm just curious. And at this point, I'm assuming Jerome Baker wants to come back. I'm assuming. So, I don't think anybody on offense did. I think maybe Tyler Lockett went down the star, but I don't remember. And DK Metcalf also went down the star. And I'm assuming Charles Cross is now on IR. I'm assuming. Defense. Collins has Superstar Dev. I did not know that. Since when we were running 4-3 again? I thought we were running 3-4. I did not know that. And yet we still made it to the Super Bowl somehow. But I'm very surprised that we made it to the Super Bowl despite that. Tyler Dotson made it to Superstar Dev, so that's going to make it more harder to pay, unfortunately. I think that's actually it. I guess Franklin went star, and I guess also Nelson. Well, no, Nelson had hidden devs, so that's not surprising. And Julian Love went star. I was literally just talking about how I'm very surprised that he had normal dev, and now he does now not have it anymore. The Raiders, I honestly don't really care what the hell happens in this game. I'm just hoping that we don't enough for this game to be close. That's all I'm asking for. We don't have to win. We just keep it close. I really am happy though we made it to the Super Bowl maybe because that is gonna help us with free agency and having people having interest with us. No matter what though, I am doing a couple more seasons in this for this because there is no way I am about to end the video with me having only basically 1 year to rebuild this team. No way. I'm not doing that. Hell no. Tonight. Stadium mode. We're in Dallas Stadium. That is hilarious. I know it's Dallas, but like, bruh, that's hilarious. 7-0 already. Okay. 10-0. Oh my god. Okay, 3-17, 6-17, 6-20, 13-20. Okay, this is actually a really close game. 16-20, 16-27, 16-30. Yeah, this is that's a massacre. 16-3,
allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
Wow, I am very surprised with that. And we have officially now won 2 Super Bowls.
Maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense.
I am very surprised we made it to the Super Bowl. We just completely collapsed at the second half of the season just to get to the postseason and win the Super Bowl.
Pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish.
Just love the execution. Like, what the heck happened with this team that changed around? I just want to see who won the player of the game, honestly. Here's the coaches. This man is pissed for sure. Geno Smith won player of the game. That's interesting, despite he had a literal nearly 59% completion. He had the Pastronaut. If you guys don't know what Madden Ultimate Team is, get out of here. Just kidding. Josh Dobbs, that's what I meant. The Pastronaut, as his nickname is. Josh Dobbs was their quarterback. That is probably the reason why we won that game, was because they didn't have a quarterback. How in the heck, though, did we It's the Raiders, and, like, they had Josh Dobbs at quarterback, but, like, your team is so much better than this. I really don't understand why. I really don't. Like, I can't explain why. I really, really can't. So, with us winning the Super Bowl, that is really, really huge. Just because for the rebuild, I mean, who knows? Hey, this could be a dynasty around here, boys. Like, seriously. Like, we could really build a dynasty. I mean, if we can win a Super Bowl with this roster, imagine this roster, but improved upon. That is going to be scary to think about. View weight rewards, I'm assuming Geno Smith is one of them. Unfortunately, I don't think he deserved it. But Tyler Dudson with 6 tackles, sack, and an interception was the reason why he made it. But Geno Smith won MVP. I don't know how he won Super Bowl MVP. That's very surprising to me. It's also just very surprising that this guy, we even made it to Super Bowl. That's what's funny. And we also beat the team that apparently had offensive MVP Josh Jacobs. I still don't understand how this happened. Like, somebody, please explain how this happened. Like, really. I really want a deep detail of why this happened. And you know what's funny? I'm pretty sure this is his second last year on his contract. So that's interesting. Because I think with him, I think it deserved. Like, I've never really done this before, but we're going to give him superstar dev. I'm giving him superstar instead of star dev. It's just because, well, he should really be at superstar dev, honestly. But the reason why I'm giving him that is because he won Super Bowl MVP. I've never really done that before, but I feel like it's really deserved for, well, who won the frickin' Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. We still have a lot of holes, though. Like, for the record, that's why I'm very surprised we won. Like, we have a need at safety. Corner is a question mark, because both Trey Brown and Durian Mathis are expected to, well, they're right now at the moment expected to leave. We could definitely use a better middle linebacker for depth reasons, and also edge rusher, because I'm definitely not keeping Derek Hall here, and I think for good reason. So yeah, this is a very good team, but still has a ton of holes all over the roster. How much cap space, though, we're having? We have 30.7 million. Not bad at all. I'll gladly take that. Like, from where we were before, that's a freaking miracle. So yeah, we are gonna upgrade our defense. Again, like I already did this before, so this is very frustrating. This is a waste of my time. I already did this already, but who cares? Nobody really. All players at the team scout. Yeah, sure. Why not? Like again, I'm still like, how did we win a Super Bowl? It's funny how that Bills. Remember that Bills rebuild I did before, and like I was really hoping we were winning the Super Bowl. We didn't. I just won with like an 80 overall team, but won the Super Bowl. That's that. I just don't know how that. Could somebody please explain that to me? That would be amazing if somebody could explain that. Because I cannot, for the love of God, tell you why that's the case. So, yeah. With the amount of money that we have, we're probably not going to get a lot of free agents, but we can definitely re-sign our players back. So that's a good thing. Just, again, the bad part is that, like I said, we're not going to have a lot of money heading into this off-season, which, unfortunately, it's going to keep us where we were, and that's going to definitely have us have a down season this year, because we don't have any draft picks. I didn't trade for anything, which I really should have. But okay. 35 million, actually. A lot more than I thought. Durian Mathis, I definitely want to bring back for sure. But he has no interest in coming back. Mentor at the position? I guess that makes sense because he's basically like the oldest person in our group. He is back though either way. And, bro. And this guy's finally in it. No, he's actually accepting more. He actually wants more money. Look, I'll give you this of a con. What is the low risk contract in terms of money wise? Yeah, I'll give you this of a contract. How does that sound? And he's back. $22 million still left us. Probably like one big free agent, and then I think we're gonna be done afterwards. But you know what's really nice though with this team? I don't know what Tyler Lockett was on Super Bowl 48 team, but either way, he gets to win a Super Bowl. And I'm very happy for him. And also Leonard Williams, too. So, they both get a Super Bowl, which is the good thing for those two, because they kind of deserve it, not gonna lie. Nick Chubb, oh my god. I have to take him. I have to, like, imagine this guy on that defense. Ugh. And it will upset the 49ers. Yes! Hey, let's go. Bro, nobody's even close to wanting him. Marquise Bell? No. We're gonna try to get, like, a decent depth player, though, still. Actually, let me see if he's available. What about Isaiah Duffy? He is available. That's exactly what I was looking for. How about this? I'll give you this as a contract. He's gonna accept it. Like, he has to. You're my third string linebacker. On the repeating Super Bowl team, for crying out loud. I want to see my kicker punter situation. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to get a better kicker for sure, because I don't want Jason Myers back. Don't ask me why I don't want him here. Don't ask. Anyway, 5-year deal. Yeah, and we're not gonna pay you a lot. And plus, you really shouldn't care. You're gonna be on a Super Bowl team. For crying out loud. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting team. The funny part about this is, like, my offense is essentially the same, right? I guess slightly worse, maybe. Who knows? But I'm still really looking forward to this, like, season. This offensive line is probably going to get better. So Nick Harris. What do I do with Nick Harris? You know what I actually do? I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to run 49ers offensive playbook and move him at fullback. Now you're like, wait, what? Why? He actually used to play fullback, in fact. That's actually one of the reasons why they brought him here, was to maybe put him at fullback, which he will be playing fullback for me. West Coast spread. Let's do West Coast power run, and we're going to change the scheme now to the 49ers playbook. I mean, who knows? Maybe Kenneth Walker could still be a good pass catcher, but, like, I don't know if that's going to be the case. But that also means that one of our receivers actually might be receiver. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Hell no. Who also has I formation? I think the Dolphins do, right? So, yeah, I'll go with the Dolphins playbook. Alright, Dolphins playbook it is. I just wanted something that has I formation. That's basically all I'm asking for. I think the Packers do. Yeah, the Packers do as well, but I think the Dolphins playbook is fine anyway. Derek Hall, yeah, you're gonna get cut just for cap space reasons, obviously, not because I hate you. It's business, obviously. Geno Fant, do I cut him? I don't think I do. I think I keep him. Who do I not want to bring back? Leonard Williams I want to keep. I think that's about it, and players who I want to cut. So, yeah, so that means there really isn't anything else I can do at the moment. Like, what is our cap space right now? 1.2, yeah. Like, again, just getting to Funga, I think is still very worth it. Like, because now we're going to have arguably one of the best secondary in the league with Tariq Woolen, Julian Love, and Tether Witherspoon. So, like, that secondary is going to be nasty. And it's going to be a nasty secondary. Now we just got to get an edge rusher. That's all we need to do. If we can get, like, at least a 72 with hidden dev edge rusher, that is going to be very scary. And I guess maybe, like, who do I want to go with it afterwards? Maybe a receiver? I mean, that's a possibility. Tight end, I think, is probably going to be what I'm going to go for then, I guess, afterwards. I don't know, honestly. It's very interesting, to say the least, of what I go with and what I don't go with. So, I'm very interested. Having zero idea what I do. Hey, learn to shut up, you. So actually, oh, wait. We had a different second round pick? I did not know that. That's interesting. I don't remember. When did we get a second round pick? I really... Oh, yeah. During the midseason, we traded DeMontre Jones and the General Wosu. I forgot about that. Oh, the only really edge rusher we have who can be taken is Veen. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it just so nobody can get him. This guy is a freaking freak of nature. Holy cow. Normal dev, but like, if he's a 72, that's all I'm asking for. Or 74, like, somewhere around that range. Falcons, they're with halfback. What is with the Falcons' obsession with running backs? Like, what the heck? You literally just drafted a running back not too long ago. Right guard is our biggest need, but we could honestly address that with our other second round pick. So I guess tight end then is the focus at this position. Unless there's some other position that I want to focus, like left end. That's where DeMontre Jones used to be. So do I want to go with then Malik Miles? I think I do it. I think. Hidden dev, okay, well, that's a relief. 77 speed, 88 strength. Yeah, this guy's he's pretty solid. He's a solid player. Hopefully he can actually just be like that on the field. Alright, now we got a third round pick. Do I go with tight end or right guard then? That's the question. I think I go with right guard. As much as I really do want to kind of go with tight end, just because we don't really have anybody there, I think this is necessary. And holy guacamole, this guy is going to be a beast. Center, or not center. Aaron Cowell, hidden development, 91 strength. Hey, we got ourselves our right guard, boys. We got ourselves the right guard of the future. And now we just got to worry about the tight end position. And honestly, this team is stacked. Like, this team is a very talented, like, this is going to be a very stacked team. Come on, Kyle Crowder. We're actually getting another Crowder. Did anybody notice that? Nobody did. Okay, thank you. Hidden development, 85 speed, 88 excel. Again, he's not expected to be my starting tight end, but I'm not going to complain if he is. Because, actually, funny fact, actually, Noah Fant's contract is about to be done. So, he could be my starting tight end next year. It depends on how good he is, obviously, but he really could. Unless this guy is absolutely crazy, who's better than Noah Fant somehow, then he's my better tight end. But this season, I'm guaranteeing you that he's not going to be my starting tight end. He's just going to be a backup. Which, again, is still okay. Like, I mean, a lot of people use two tight ends these days. And sometimes that backup tight end is a fullback. Just throwing it out there. Alright, so draft recap. We're actually below the cap, but again, we won a Super Bowl. That's all I care about at the end of the day. And wow, we woofed hard with that first round pick. Woofed hard. But I got Malik Miles, who's 72. Then we got a 75 in Aaron Cowell. 77, Kyle Crowder. Very surprised. Then we got two 70s in the later round with Ty Chalison and Andrew Lippett, who actually is, his last name actually I think has a, I think there's a player when they had that last name. I don't remember. But heading into the season, yeah, I'm very concerned with that edge rushing spot. I am very concerned. I am very concerned. Matter of fact, actually, I'm not trading Tariq Woolen. Don't worry about that. But what I am going to do is trade somebody to just get that situation done and deal with by trading a first round pick. Actually, you know what? I'll trade a third round pick. I want to trade a third round pick for an outside linebacker. I think this is pretty fair, to say the least. Uchenna Nwosu. Well, I'm not gonna be able to trade somebody just to get him back. Hell no. Awful. Brandon. Yeah. No. Brian Burns. I really want to get Brian Burns, but like he costs way too much. Quincy Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau, Derek Greenlaw. I don't know who to get, really. Brandley Chubb, I guess? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't even have cap space, so I can't even trade anybody. Well, I guess we're going to be stuck with Nelson, who I didn't even draft. Well, I did draft him. I didn't draft him this year. So, hey, I guess that's interesting. This is going to be such an interesting season for defense, I'm going to just say. If we have enough do we have enough cap space now to just get somebody, please? Because I do not want to hold that player as my new pass rusher. I just can't. Turbin, Gibson. Yeah, we have plenty of cap space now. I mean, I guess he's not a bad option. I'm just not going to do it. And Darrell Taylor I'm not bringing back because he's a one-trick pony, literally. Like, IRL, he's literally a one-trick pony. He's a pass rusher, and that's all he does for you. He can't cover, he can't stop the run, he can't do anything else. So, yeah, he's the definition of a one-trick pony. Honestly, I'm kind of curious to see how much is Geno Smith gonna, like, I could get Carlton Davis for Geno Smith? Wow. You can actually get a lot for... Obviously, it makes sense because he's superstar dead, but, like, dang, you could get a lot for exchange. Like, honestly, okay, I know this is a little... I think it's a little repetitive, don't you think? But imagine this trade. Okay. Again, I was just curious. It's like... You know, I'm kind of freaking committed. I'm committed. Like, let's throw in... Why is our first round picks the 16th? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, trade accepted. We're swapping first round picks, but then that's also exchanged for Montez Sweat. So that means obviously he's gonna be moved to outside linebacker. But now we don't gotta worry about not having an edge rusher. The only concern we can have is Sam Howell not playing good. And if not, who cares? The Bears not gonna probably play good anyways, so you could get a good draft pick anyway. So it's not the end of the world if we don't get Sam Howell. If he doesn't leave us to the promised land. And why do I still have Jason Myers here? What the hell? Get him out of here. ASAP. Thank you. But now we're going to have to get a quarterback. Specifically the backup position. So, yeah. Oh, wow. That was quick. Okay, so quarterback. They got to be opening now. They're trading for Mike Hughes, right? How much is he going for? A little bit more than I thought, I guess. Yeah, I'll still trade you our third round pick. Honestly, that was pretty much what I was offering him. And they are still not liking an idea. How? Like, you know what? Frick you. Oh, that's a fourth round pick. Oh, that's why. Damn it. Well, that's okay. That is way too much. I know he's a young quarterback, but like still, that is so much for a backup quarterback. Even though he's basically going to be my backup quarterback of the future. And who knows, he could even honestly be a starting quarterback, but like still. Way too much for him. The other so we had two players that are hurt. Witherspoon and Cross. Which hopefully they come back very soon. I mean by it, because I am very concerned if they're both out to start the season. And our starting center is out. What the heck? I don't think our Crowder could play both guard positions because he's literally right now playing guard. Anthony Bradford, do I actually just run that? I don't know. We're going to simulate to the midseason mark anyway. Hopefully we do get ourselves a nice looking start to start the season. Hopefully. So we're 3-4, which obviously I guess makes a little sense because of what happened last year. But yeah, so yeah, our offense is still playing very good either way. With our defense playing at least better than it currently at the moment, better than it was last year. Yeah, Sam Howell as at least is honestly Sam Howell has been playing kind of better than Geno Smith, kinda. Not exactly, but still. Kenneth Walker is still playing very, very good for him. Um, and JSN, Noah Fant, we're still getting a lot of things going. But Noah Fant is getting the ball a lot more. I guess that is probably due to the playbook changing. And remember when I said they probably gotten like less sacks or something? Yeah, they both gotten one less sack than they did last year at the end of the season. So that's something to point out. The most sacks is going towards Aton Collins. What the frick is happening with this guy? This guy came from being like, okay, he's a decent player, to now being probably the best pass rusher on my team. And that's kind of not expected for a nose tackle. So, hey, I'm proud of him either way. If he doesn't even get a sack one more in the season, I'm fine with that. Leonard Williams at 3.5, and then it's just like more just linebackers, which is a little disappointing. 3 interceptions for Julian Love. So yeah, he is an interception machine ever since I moved into free safety. Terrell Dotson with 2. Same thing with Talafana Hunga. 1 interception then for Deather Witherspoon, Montez Sweat, and Tariq Woolen. Honestly, very disappointed with this trade so far. Montez Sweat has not done anything. And I mean it. Like, he's not had a single sack so far. That is very concerning, because I'm running a 3-4 defense and Baltimore's playbook. So that is very, very concerning. And I'm really hoping that's going to change very, very soon. I hope that turns around, hopefully, and gets like 5 sacks or something like that, you know? I want to see, though, how's the Geno Smith trade going for them? So except for all, I did get their first-round pick, so hopefully it's going terrible. Yep, it is. Wow. I guess I'm kind of glad that I made that trade, because we're currently holding the number 1 overall pick. So if we don't trust Sam Howell, you better keep his act right. Literally. This is what happens. We have $164 million. And remember, this is just because we traded Geno Smith. Thank you. Like, we are changing the team very quickly. Hey, very low risk contract, I don't care. And why does this guy not want to be here? We just won a Super Bowl last year. What is this motives? I really am curious. What are your motives? You don't like the scheme. You don't have a franchise QB, quote unquote, and no income tax. That is your motives, really? What the frick? Well, DK Metcalf is going to be asking for a lot of money just to come back. But I think we're up to the task. And yeah, we are. He is back. Tariq Woolen, another player? Damn, we are actually paying a lot of players right now. Here you go. Another contract. He's accepted. Moving on to the next one. And yeah, nobody else I really want to bring back. Actually, never mind, I do. There are a lot of players I need to bring back. Oh my god. Yeah, Noah Fant, I'm gonna trade, actually. I know it's stupid, but like, bro, we just drafted a literal beast at tight end in the 3rd round. I can't pass that, bro. 21 is to 78. Might as well give him some reps. Jesus. Hey, Bears, oh, wait, never mind. Hey, Titans, I heard you're struggling at tight end. I'll trade you your backup tight end for my starting tight end and a 2nd-round pick. Trade accepted. I am a mastermind, bro. I am a mastermind in terms of trading players. Tyler Lockett, I think I'm going to wait on him because I have a good feeling he's probably going to retire. So hopefully, I'm hoping that he does because then I don't have to pay him. So there's that. Abraham Lucas, I definitely want to bring back for sure. I just kind of wish he wasn't asking for so much, but okay. Like, again, it's okay because of the factor that we have so much money right now. And that's all because of that trade as well. Leonard Williams is going to be a question mark. I will probably give him a 1-year deal if that could happen. Michael Dixon, I want back for a 2-year deal. Like, we're looking really good right now. Like, we're not even under $100 million, and we've only have like 4 people left to sign. So this is great. Bafe Mafe is asking for so much money. Ooh, good. I'll give you an increase of bonus, but I'm decreasing that salary. I am not giving it that much in the salary department. All right, well, he's back, so that's good. And Charles Cross is basically the one last other guaranteed player that will be coming back this year. He's not close to home at all, which makes sense, but everything else he likes. And he is back. $83 million still. Like, after all those signings, we still have $83 million in cap. That is very good. That is very nice, not gonna lie, because it was stressful not having an actual, like, player, like, to stop. Not having, like, not having like a lot of cap space and with Jerome Baker's contract, that was very concerning. Now I don't really have to worry about that anymore, which is really nice. Now we're gonna gotta sim to the playoffs. I'm hoping we make it, just because we won the Super Bowl last year, so it makes sense we're gonna make it back again. But with a little rocky start, and also trading Noah Fant, you never really know, I guess. So, but we really barely even made a replacement. Matter of fact, it's probably better for the future to replace him, honestly. So you never know. But I'll see you guys in the postseason. Oh, this is interesting. You know what I just noticed? Everybody went 9-8 in our division, and yet we won the division. That's funny. And you know what's also funny? We're going against the exact same team we did last year in the wild card, which is the Panthers. Except this time we're in home. And obviously a lot of things else changed. But yeah, so we're 9-8, which is, I don't know. I kind of have mixed opinions, but okay. So our offense is still the same with 11, but our defense is also still the same. So that's interesting. Sam Howell actually had a way better season, I think, than Geno Smith did last year, which that's very nice. Kenneth Walker also still having an amazing season, but Zach Charbonnet got way more involved this year with 11 touchdowns. Jackson Smith-Njigba and DK Metcalf both getting over 1,000 yards. Blocking, watch, they're not going to get as much sacks. I guess that's the case. Abraham Lucas with 2 less, but Charles Cross now with 10 instead. Come on. Please tell me that Montez Sweat... Yeah, Montez Sweat got 3.5 sacks during that season. It's still disappointing because, we traded for him, but at the same time, we probably got a very high draft pick from the Bears. So I think it's kind of worth it. Leonard Williams with 10.5. Anton Collins with 8. Again, I'm still very impressed with Anton Collins and him getting a lot of sacks as a nose tackle. Tyron Dawson with 4 sacks. Devin Witherspoon, Funga, Julian Love with 3 interceptions. Street one with 2. Then Mafe, Jerome Baker, Montez Sweat, and Darian Mathis with 1. Dude, if we went back-to-back, I'll be very happy. But either way, I'm still kind of okay with the season, just because at least we made it to the postseason. Let's beat the Panthers again. If we beat the Panthers again, I'm going to laugh, just because of... Okay, we didn't. But at least we did play it close. That's all I cared about, really. It is sad that we did lose right away, because, we would have got Bears the worst draft pick, but... we wouldn't have lost anything if we won in terms of the draft picking department, even though we do owe a lot of other draft picks. So, Yeah. Yeah, we are hosting a number 1 overall pick. That is actually really odd. Now I'm kind of in an interesting situation because on the one hand, Sam Howell had a really, really good season. But we could get such a better quarterback. And you know how good this team is already? Like imagine how good this team can be with an actual better quarterback under center. It's like stuff like that makes this very hard. And also then at the same time, we can get so much draft picks just to trading the number 1 overall pick. So that's what's really making this a little difficult for me. It's like, do we trade the pick? Do we keep the pick? Like, I don't know what to do because of how much cap space we have. And here's the thing: I could do neither and just trade. Well, actually, I could just not draft the quarterback at all and trade the pick, but then also sign a quarterback. There's something that you also didn't probably think about, didn't you? So, it's like we're in such a sticky situation because Sam Howell had such a good season, and I'm not going to blame him. But I kind of would like to get a better quarterback. Like, again, if we've been succeeding with Geno Smith and Sam Howell and getting 9 and 8 seasons, imagine how good our team could be with Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott or like somebody else under center. This team would be amazing. But that's, again, I'm just, saying this just because, like I said, this team could be so much better with such a different team. With a different quarterback, under center. Our offense is probably going to change a lot just because of the factor that, Tyler Lockett's going to retire, and I have zero idea how to replace that. If it's through free agency, the draft, I got no idea. So, just throwing that out there. I feel like we're not going to be as hyped in terms of free agent signings, but, again, we did just win a Super Bowl very recently, so I guess you never know, really. We definitely, though, significantly fall back than what we did last year. In terms of the regular season, not really, but, the playoffs, we were one and done, so that's something just to mention. With 103 million, but Tyler Lockett is expected to come back. Ooh, Sam Howell. Ooh. I think I'm gonna wait. I don't think I'm gonna sign him now. I think I'm gonna see who's in free agency, and then I'm gonna sign him. If there is no good options at all. Leonard Lance, I'll give him a 1-year deal. I would definitely want him to come back, and he is. But I just can't bring back Tyler Lockett, man. I just can't. Does not want to come back. Franchise. Oh. Yeah, I do the franchise tag. I think I just trade him. I think I trade Kenneth Walker. I'm not taking that franchise tag. Hell the frick no. 18.2 million up my butt. For real. So yeah, he's getting traded. That means we're gonna have to get a running back. Either in free agency or the draft. Because I do not trust Zach Charbonnet at all. Which then that kind of sucks because we had Nick Chubb last year. Jalen Ram. Oh my god. I have to. I have to. Are you kidding me? Jalen Ramsey with freaking. Bro. No. No way. I can't do that. I have to. I have to. Garrett Wilson. Yeah, more like the replacement than Tyler Lockett. There you go. We are going aggressive out here. Quarterback, Desmond, yeah. I'm definitely bringing back Sam Howell for sure. And the best part about it as well is that he's not going for a lot. David Ojabo. Well, I have Montez Sweat, so I don't really need any of that. D tackle, left end. No, really. I don't think we really need anything else. I guess I could use Trey Smith. I guess I could. 5-year deal. We're going all in. Like I said, we're going all in here. I want to succeed. I want to succeed with this team. We got all 5 of them, actually. So, yeah, we're safe. Now, I can officially actually trade Kenneth Walker without any complications. So, there you go. Like, yeah, are we getting a worse version? Yes. And the funny part about it is that he's in the same draft class, but, yeah. I think, though, like, do I draft a quarterback? I don't know. I think it's really going to depend on how good the quarterbacks are. All right, let's see here. Who needs a running back? The Ravens or actually, yeah, the Rams. I mean, they just let go of one of their best players. 2 first-round picks. Yeah, I'm a greedy motherfricker, dude. And honestly, with where I am and okay, no. A second? I mean, I do have 2 seconds. No. How about this? A first and a 3rd round pick. And a second next year. Come on, dude. I gotta get something. More than just first. Hey, I'll even... You know what? No. 5th round pick. 5th round pick and Kenneth Walker. How does that sound? What? Bro, like, this is Kenneth Walker. He's a 98. Actually, no, 96, but still. 6th next year, a 5th this year. Kenneth Walker for exchange with the 16th pick, the 80th pick, and their 2nd next year. So, yeah, we got a big haul for late and one late and mid-round pick and Kenneth Walker. So, hey, I'll take that. Kyron Williams will be an excellent replacement. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's cheaper, so that's nice. Yeah, this O-line is going to be very interesting how I do this. Yeah. I think Anthony Bradford then gets moved to center. Anthony Bradford 100% just gets moved to center. Where he actually was in college, so that makes sense. So there you go. He moves to center, and then there's no complications on the O-line and stuff like that. Like, our O-line is stacked. Like, really everywhere is stacked. And the best part about it is because of the factor of Sam Howell. That's the best part about it, is that we are not paying our quarterback $40 million a year. And that's not what a lot of teams notice, is that, like, if you're not paying your quarterback that much, well, you have a good chance to win in a Super Bowl, buddy. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wait on who am I trading Sam Howell? Or, I'll keep him, obviously. I would like him as a nice backup option, or maybe a mentor, who knows. But 100%, I definitely want to look, how good are these quarterbacks? Are they good? Are they trash? Like, I need to know something before 5th-year option. Where's the... Do I take him? I think I take him. I think I take his 5th-year option. Just, delay the inevitable with his contract. Bro, like, our defense is stacked. Who's our next player then? JSN? You know what? Sure, he could get paid. I don't really care. I mean, I'm a little concerned with, like, how much we spent this free agency, but, I mean, like, even then, like, bro, I'm not concerned, because we don't gotta worry about Tyler Lockett, for example. He was paying $15 million, and, well, Garrett Wilson, I'm pretty sure he's asking around that, but he is so much better. So that's something to mention.
On the clock now.
Alright.
The Seattle
I'm going to pause it. If there is a good quarterback, I am 100% taking it. If not, I'm trading this pick. 100%. Oh, there's a corner. I don't know why I'm doing this, because I don't need corner. 6'1", 220, out of Arizona, 23. Elite strength, good arm power. I think I still prefer Sam Howell over him, honestly. 6'3", 228. Yeah. He's my guy.
The Chargers are up now. They're on the clock.
Ben Mayweather. He's gonna be the master of this weather. Honestly, now, like, what do I do with this pick? Because I don't need it. I really don't need it. At all. Like, I mean, I guess I could use a backup tight end, but, like, still. I could just use that with the second round pick. I think I know what I do. I am going to... we're just, like, such a, like... I feel like we're honestly in a good dynasty position. We're not paying our quarterback much. Plus, we're about to get a new quarterback, so that's interesting. Like, we're, like, in just such a good position. Like, it's hard to ignore it. Now we're getting the Browns' first-round pick next year, which is not going to probably be a low first-round pick, I'll guarantee you. Now we're going to go get tight end. We are just such a perfect position. Oh, my God. Like, how do I keep doing this? I don't know how, but, like... It's like I'm literally out finessing the league right now. I don't care if this guy sucks. I honestly can care less. You're my backup tight end. I don't care. And you know what's funny? I think it's another Childress that ends up coming on this team. Yeah, both of these picks. There you go. Chicago Bears. Welcome. I am about to be a money milker, absolutely decimator of a person who's going to just milk. I'm gonna milk everything. Well, in development, 89 speed, 88 excel, like, bro. Our team is stacked. Okay. I think I am going to end the video live stream here. If this does get enough likes, or actually probably it might not, that might not even be the case, I will probably do another couple of seasons with this, but I think that's a guarantee. I feel like this is just such a fun team, I feel like, because we went from, like, because now I don't got to worry about winning a Super Bowl anymore. That's, like, the best part about it, is that I don't have to worry about winning a Super Bowl, because we've already done that. So, essentially then the next one will be, well, just not have to worry about doing anything else. Okay, so please tell me that if the quarterback is 78, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just straight up done. It's a 75, okay. I would have been freaking done if... Oh my god. How long has that been there? What the heck? That's interesting. But anyway, I am going to end this live stream here. Hope you guys enjoy.